Hey y'all, I'm Todd, and this is the story y'all been waiting for. This is giving you the raw, the uncut. It's not going to be unfiltered because I know there's still some filters over here on YouTube, but it's going to give y'all the nitty gritty about my story time. Now, if you're coming from TikTok, welcome back. If you haven't came from TikTok, go to my TikTok, check out my story part 1 and part 2, and then you need to come back to this video because that kind of sums it up, and this one is really going to be dragged out. So if you didn't like it on TikTok, I advise you to scroll away. And guess what? I'm going to be chewing my goddamn gum because you want to know why? It's a coping mechanism for me because I have really bad anxiety, and I don't think I'm going to be able to get through this video without chewing. Now, I got all y'all smacking the gum. I can't get past the gum. I can't get past it. So it's like, no. What I'm going to do for y'all, just because y'all came over here to my YouTube channel, I'm going to spit it out.
Thank God.
Now, if I'm all over the place because I ain't got my gum, that's on y'all. Don't mind my closet back there. It's been a long week. It's Thursday, and I just been going through my closet picking shit out, and everything's all over the place. So don't mind that, okay? Now I'm gonna do an official introducing Tot. But if you don't know, my name is Tot, short for Tatiana. Do not call me that, bitch. My name is Tot. You heard what I say. I'm a mother of 2. I'm a social worker. I'm a business owner. All right, so let's get into this story. So, as y'all know, my sister was sentenced to 40 years in prison for molesting my daughter. We being unraw, uncut over here on YouTube. She molested my daughter and got 40 years. And although people's like, you shouldn't feel guilty, you shouldn't feel this, you shouldn't feel that, I'm not actually feeling guilty. It's just when the FBI told me she got 40 years, my heart like sunk in, like, damn, you just threw your whole life away. And me as the person that put her there, I've just like, that's where the guilt came from. But I don't regret it. None of that. Because one thing about me, I'm going to protect mine. I'm going to protect me and mine. And that's one, period.
When I went to go take her out to dinner, get her hair done, just have a good birthday for my first birthday as a big sister should, right? On this day, my sister wasn't answering her phone. She wasn't talking to nobody. She just was like in one of those zones where it's dance the world type shit. So as I'm concerned, I pulled up to my mom's house where she's staying, and she basically was crying as soon as I got there. Like, and me and my big sister do these. My heart is like, what's wrong? What's wrong? What happened? Like that type of time. And she didn't really want to say anything to my mom. So I'm like, what is wrong? So I took her to my car. So I'm like, are you pregnant? Like, I'm thinking all this stuff. She's like, she's crying. She's just like not saying words though. So she's like, So I'm like, okay. So I'm like, all right, do I need to take you to the doctor? Like, what's going on? So she's like, no, I need to go to the doctor. I'm bleeding. I'm like, so you bleeding on there? So she had panties in her hands, balled up panties in her hand. I'm like, did you have a miscarriage? Like, do I need to take you to the hospital? So she's like, no. So now I'm concerned. Mind you, she got panties in this hand and sage in this hand. Why do you have sage? I don't know. She was going through a frantic. My sister get fried. So she was fried out her mind. You know how you get lost in your thoughts when you fried out your mind? That was her that day. Like, she was going zooted. I'm gonna insert a picture of how she looked in my big seat. So I gave my big sister speech, tell her everything cool, whatever you're going through, pray about it. That takes time because I'm a child guy. So
Look at yourself, sister. Are you happy? What do you need to do?
I need to pray. Praise myself.
Pray to who? To that sage?
No.
To what?
To God.
Give yourself to him. Do you see yourself right here in this camera?
Mm-hmm.
I'll put this camera on for you to see yourself. Do you see yourself right now? Get it the fuck together. And if I'm not going to be the one who tell you, if nobody's going to tell you, I'm going to fucking tell you as your big sister.
Mm-hmm.
Do you fucking understand? Get your shit together. Fuck that household. If it's eating you alive, do what you got to do to get the fuck out. Do you understand? Come home with whoever you need to talk to who hurt you in your past. Confront them. Have a good sit down talk with them and let them know how you fucking feel. Don't let your past control your future.
Mm-hmm.
Say it with me. Don't let my past control my future.
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 I'm serious, sis.
I know.
now my sister is very secretive. Like nobody knows anything about this girl. She lives her life in a secret, okay? And there's a reason why. So after I had my speech with her, I'm like, all right, just go in the house, get washed up, and come back. We're gonna go to the Dominican, get your hair blow dry, and we're gonna go out to dinner tonight, right? So I was gonna pass. I called my mom, like, leave ready. She like, Lee in here. So she left. So that night she left her phone. She went missing. Nobody knew where she went, right? You know, everybody know my sister has mental ill problems. Like, she needs to get 302, she needs her medication, shit like that. But nobody in the family really take it serious. How they should.
So I know what y'all thinking. Like, if she got mental ill problems, why would you let her babysit? My sister has autism and something called Asperger. Now, she was diagnosed really early as a child, but growing up, she was regular. Like, she was regular. Now, when she became a teenager, she became suicidal. Like, it's to a point one time. That's a whole nother story time, but she cut her arm up, and I came in the bathroom and was screaming, like, what the fuck? Traumatized me. So we know she's a little off. You get what I'm saying? But she's fully functional. She can have a full conversation with you. Like, you wouldn't know that she was off unless, like you around her too long. Now you're like, something wrong with this bitch. She a little, you know what I mean? And I must remind y'all, she is very good with kids. Very. Like, she had babysitting jobs, and I fear for whoever will let them watch their kids. She had babysitting jobs. She was about to work in a daycare. Like, she was about to go back into school. Then she wanted to become a veterinarian one time. Like, she's very caring. I don't know how, but she was very caring. Now, as a sister, she used to come help me clean up. Like, I went through very bad postpartum depression to the point where I wanted to die. Now, that's another story that we're going to get into, but that's on another episode. But she used to come over. She used to help clean the house. She used to take care of the kids, just watch TV with them, like, while I take a shower, just little stuff like that. And I would never think, because this is my sister, correct? A lot of people might be like, well, my sister would never, my brother would never, I don't have nobody close to me. But I guarantee you, you do. You might not know, but you do. Okay?
So I'm like, well, she said she was bleeding, so let's check the hospital. So I'm calling the hospitals. They don't give you no information about nobody. So that was pointless. So I go to the hospital, see if I see her in like a waiting room, because in a Philadelphia hospital, you're not getting seen right away. So you might be in somebody's waiting area.
So this is day 2 of looking for my sister.
She's had such a phenomenal year. She's so talented.
So my mom found her phone. Let me turn it down. My mom found her phone in the trash can, and she found her phone. She ripped up her social. She found her glasses in there. My sister wear glasses, but I think she got her contacts in, so that's why she wear her glasses on. But she found all her important stuff inside the trash. So she also checked out of Einstein Hospital at 11:07 last night, so she could be anywhere this morning. I would hope she would be home, but since my mom just went in there to look for her phone, she's obviously not home. So I'm about to go look for her.
Alright, it's getting late now, so nobody heard from her or whatever. We waited around, rolled around, looked for nothing. Went to like her closest friends. She really don't even have any, so it was nobody nowhere to look, to be honest. Came home, so now we put out a police missing person report, right? We did that, but because it wasn't 24 hours, really, it's like, alright, we gotta wait a couple more hours, and then the police will go out and look for her, whatever the case may be. Cool. So then I'm on my detective type shit. I'm all looking at her room, looking for clues, just looking all over the room, right? Her room smells like fucking piss. Like, she been depressed in her room, pissing in a fucking cup. Like, her clothes is packed up like she finna run away. She got all her notebooks laid out on the bed. Her notebooks had secrets in there. It had all her passwords in there. So I'm like, yo, maybe she really went missing. So, like, we really scared at this point, right?
I need it.
So remember I told y'all she got mental issues. So we started calling like the mental hospitals to see like if she checked herself in or whatever like that. So she didn't check herself inside the mental hospitals, but then my mom found out that she was at Einstein Hospital. So what I do as a big sister, I go to Einstein Hospital. So they couldn't really give me no information, and I didn't see her in the waiting room. So I'm like, maybe she admitted.
So I just left the hospital. She checked out of the emergency room, and they transferred her to crisis. But since she's in crisis, they're not allowed to give me any information, and she's not allowed no visitors. And they don't know how long she's gonna be in there until she's allowed a phone call or not. So I don't even fucking know.
So we riding around looking all over for her. Don't nobody know where she at. So that proceeds me to go through her phone. So the big sister said, I'm going through her phone by myself. My mom around. I'm going through her phone, and I'm like, all right, let me see if she was in contact with. Maybe I could call them and see if they spoke to her. So this one guy she was in contact with, he was like, oh no, I haven't seen her in a couple days. Well, I was wrong. Mind you, my sister's 21 at the time. This man is like 30 something. So I'm thinking like maybe he got her, kidnapped her or something. Like all this bad shit is going through my head, right?
Now, a lot of y'all asked about the guy who she was texting. Husani is the guy who she last was in contact with. But I'm telling you, she was a before. She was texting multiple niggas. So it was like, none of them was not in a group chat. So Tiny was not in a group chat. That must have been somebody like she had feelings for. I'm honestly thinking that's the guy who got her pregnant, because she had baby names inside of a book. Now, remember when she had the bloody panties in the sage? She told me she had a miscarriage, but she's such a liar that I don't even know if that's true or not. But the bloody panties is telling me yes. I have had 2 miscarriages before. So I know, okay, you bleeding. That's where I believe the bloody panties came from. A lot of y'all had questions like, was that my daughter panties? No, they were not my daughter panties. My daughter was in diapers at the time. She was still in diapers. She just turned 1. Due to the baby names, it's telling me like, yeah, she might have been pregnant and she had the miscarriage. So that's what I'm going to go with. I never fully got closure on was she really pregnant or not, or what actually happened with the bloody panties. I never got closure on it, because once I found out she was doing what she was doing, I didn't give a fuck about what she had going on, to be honest.
Now let's go back to what's in the messages. I told y'all she babysitting my kid, right? So I'm scrolling at her messages. I'm looking like, what the fuck am I watching? Child P? Oh, hell no. But my curiosity got the best of me, and I'm just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. I should have stopped. But something just like, she's replying. Keep scrolling to see what this bitch is talking about. Y'all, she's saying some foul ass shit in the messages. So I read a message that say, she got cameras, so I'm gonna have to take her upstairs.
This girl babysitting my child this night.
Take her upstairs.
She babysitting my fucking child.
So that just makes me go look. Oh, bitch, what the fuck is you talking about? So I go back to the day, January 26th.
Oh my
where she
gosh.
watched my motherfucking child. She's like, yeah, I'm gonna take her upstairs or in the bathroom. I'm doing her dirty.
This is a video chat full of fucking predators fucking on kids.
We gonna make them do it while we do it with each other, and then we gonna switch them all and all this stuff. Man, all I could do was drop to my knees and scream. So I'm just telling me keep scrolling up though. Like the guy was like, you gotta keep going, girl. You gotta keep going. And I kept going.
This girl was in a chat full of fucking people that's fucking.
Like she sent videos and he's like, oh my god, do something. Like it's some, I don't even remember everything he said, but it just got me down on my knees crying. Like I literally was crying. Like I was stuck. All I could do was just scream. Literally.
She fucking in a chat.
First thing I do, my man is concerned. What's going on? What's going on? I tell him what's up. He called 911 immediately.
Bitch, I swear to God,
that's the right thing to do.
Bro.
Call 911. If you don't understand what I'm saying, call 911. I don't care who it is. Now I live in Philadelphia, so 911 ain't coming right away.
About the promoters, just niggas don't be washing their fucking asses.
Call my mom.
Your daughter's a fucking
Yo, me and my mom, we ain't on the best of terms. I ain't talked to my mom in years. I don't speak to her, none of it.
A lot of y'all wanted to know why I stopped talking to my mom. That's a different story time for a different day. And I'm going to just leave it at that.
But my mama came to my house in less than 5 minutes. By the time I got there, I just handed her the phone. I didn't have no words. Like, I was, like, zoned out. Like, I was so stuck. They're like, Ty. I could just... All I did was just, like, sit there like this. My mom's hugging me. I didn't feel a hug from my mom in so long. She's just like, I'm so sorry. And I'm just stuck, y'all. Like, I'm just zoned out. Like, everything, it's so much shit going through my head. Like, I couldn't even hear people. Like, I stopped. It's at a point where I silenced everything around me. So we waited for the fucking cops to come. Mind you, this happened at like 5 o'clock. The cops ain't come till like 9 o'clock. But right before they came, I was just done being in my thoughts. I grabbed put it on my motherfucking side, got in my car, put that joint on my chair, and I was just about to drive to my mama's house. And I just was going offer. Can't say it. But that's what was going through my head. But soon as I turned out of my garage, guess who pulls out? The motherfucking cops. Oh, the Lord was the cops that day, because they saved me and they saved her. I'm telling you. Me and my big dad, I got 2 phones at this time, so I'm showing them all the stuff that I screen recorded off her phone. I mean, that I'm videotaped off of the phone that she had. I just was like, I couldn't explain what the fuck she done. I just had to show them for myself. Like, this is what she did. They like, come down. We take this very serious. Come down to the police station. So I had to go down to DHS. And I'm telling you, they had me sitting there for hours. I'm like, are you going to get her? She's going to get away. She's a runaway. She's going to get away. Are you going to go get her or what? Because if it was up to me, she wasn't making it back. They're like, yeah, we just got to get some evidence. We just got to get a little bit more before we just pick her up and grab her. Now, so they asked me all these questions. Somebody showed them the phone. They got to leak the messages because Telegram chat is not something that you could just, that the cops can just pull messages from. They got to have warrants and all this type stuff. So this was a long case. Like, so I waited there hours. I'm sleepy. I'm zoned out my mind, y'all. I'm telling y'all, my mind's not there. So they just got me sitting in this fucking cold ass fucking DHS office, and I'm just zoned out. Like, I don't know what the fuck to do at this point. Like, I want revenge. That's like, my heart is boiling because I want revenge, but I'm zoned out because how could somebody that I trusted and loved, that I was literally about to take out the day before to celebrate their 21st birthday, do this to me and mine? How could you? I felt betrayed. I felt like I was in a movie or some shit, y'all. So the cops finally realized where the fuck she was at. She checked herself into a mental facility where the fuck she belonged. Because, bitch, you out your motherfucking rabbit ass minds to do something to mine. But they couldn't arrest her just yet, so they said. They had to wait until the warrant. They had to wait till all this. So she's just inside of a mental facility. The cops don't want us to tell her that we know what she did because they don't want her to try to run away from the facility or stuff like that. So she just in there thinking like she get 302. She's like calling family members saying that she need this and she need this from the house, and family already know, bitch, you fucked up. So nobody's really like catering to her needs. Like, no, bitch, you dead to the family at this point, right? TikTok, she SA'd my daughter, my 1-year-old daughter. So eventually they scoop her up and they take her downtown because that's where the feds is at. They take her downtown. She's just sitting there. So one day I get a call like, I'm sorry for what I done. This is blatant. I'm sorry for what I done. No crying, no tears, no, like she didn't have no feelings about it. Like she wasn't really sorry. Like it's like she ain't sorry. She's saying that because the social worker right there, but she ain't fucking sorry. That's how I realized she was very, very sick in the fucking head. Because how could you do such thing and then have the fucking ability to call my phone just to say your blank ass, I'm sorry? What the fuck I'm going to do with I'm sorry? What's done is done. How are you sexually attracted to a 1-year-old? I don't understand. She was 1 year old at the time. Literally. So she sat for 2 years, and finally, the day I was coming back from my vacation, FBI texted me, yeah, your sister was sentenced 40 years in prison. And when she's going to get out when she's 60-something years old. And although I feel guilty because it's like, damn, I really the one who got you 40 years, but you really got yourself 40 years. So I don't feel that bad about it because you're a sick individual and you're right where the fuck you belong. Because some people and their families, they let this go on for decades and decades. But some told me to start my chest, I'm the chosen one. And I'm breaking generational curses within the family. And that's one, period.
After seeing it again and hearing me cry, I'm just... How could you do some crazy shit like that to me? I'm lost for words, y'all. Like, this has been a long healing journey. Like 2 years, I've been through depression. I lost friends. I lost family members. I like I just been taking L after L after L after L. So yes, I can sit and talk about it now. Yes, I'm not fully healed yet. But yes, I'm healing. Now, a lot of y'all ask me, does my daughter remember? I'm going to show y'all something. Do you know who this person is? Do you know who that is? No or yes?
No.
You sure? Look at it. Do you know who that is? Huh? No? So no, my daughter does not remember that lady. She doesn't know who she is. She don't know what happened to her. She was 1 year old at the time. So I don't even think you remember. Do you remember anything when you were 1 year old? I don't think you remember anything at 1 year old. So thankfully, thank God, it is not affecting her. We did go to therapy. She's perfectly fine. She's a regular 3-year-old who throws temper tantrums. That's what people were really concerned about her behavior at first. Like, oh my God, she's throwing temper tantrums. But when I took her to the therapist is like, this little girl is fine. She's doing what a 2-year-old, a 3-year-old should do at this age. Like, and she's very alert. She's very smart. She's very strong. Nothing was wrong with her body. Thank God. We took her to the doctors. Yeah, she's doing great, y'all. I promise you. I will not let this affect her. I will not let anybody else harm her. God willingly, I really want him to lay his hands on her so much. Like, protect her whenever I'm not around. Guys, I'm thankful for God. I'm thankful that he revealed this to me. I'm thankful that my daughter went through it so early where she can't remember. I'm thankful that I stopped a lot of families from being hurt again. And I honestly did not, because y'all seen how there was lots of families inside those videos. It wasn't just my family. It wasn't my kids. Actually, none of those videos in there are my kids. They didn't get my daughter videos until the FBI had taken those videos, and those are in evidence. So I wasn't able to, they didn't show me those videos because they said they were so gruesome that you would not want to see it, and I thank them for that, because I would still be traumatized. I did not see the videos of my baby, but I saw the videos of your baby and your baby and your kids doing it with each other, and your nanny doing it to your baby, and your dad doing it to your sister, and your uncle doing it to your nieces. And I've seen it all in that group message, and those people are still out there. So take this as an awareness video to never trust no one. I don't care who it is. Never trust them. And I'm going to do my crying on video, off video, because I don't need no memes out of me. I don't want a bitch that ever can just, oh, you was crying on the internet. Even though I don't care, I just don't cry on the internet. So I will pause this video, wipe my tears, and I'm going to have a straight face. So those that's asking, how could you say the story with a straight face or laugh about it? You ever heard laugh to keep from crying? I actually cried, but I did it off camera. My eyes in that video on TikTok, they were red. They were puffy, because I was crying right before that, because I knew that it was her birthday and everything came to me at once, and I just broke down. And that's actually what made me record the video in the first place, because I just was so caught up in my emotions. I was like, I have to let it go. I held that in for 2 years. 2 years. So yes, I've been into TikTok because I needed to get my story out there, and I hope this story helps those who have young kids, those who family members hurt them, those who family members hurt their kids. I hope this helps, and I want to build a community of mothers, of wives, of children, of anybody who was ever abused, harmed, hurt, anything, that you have a voice. Speak up. Tell on them. Don't hold it in. Please tell on them. Let them get the punishment that they deserve. Like, please tell on them. My sister's doing 40 years and that's still not even a fucking enough. Although it hurt me because that is my baby sister. Like, I would never think, like, my job as a big sister is to protect her. I've been protecting her all my fucking life. Protect her. Don't let nobody talk bad about her. And she did some fucked up shit to me. So that's why 40 years, because it's how somebody you've been protecting all your life fuck you over like that. That's why it fucking hurt when she got 40 years. But I don't give a fuck that she got 40 years, for real, for real. She deserved to be dead. If it was really up to me, she would have been gone. I'm telling you. God, he saved me. He said, you have to stay here for your babies. You have to raise them. No, I told you, I don't have a village. Nobody's going to raise my kids but me and their dad. We have to raise them. My man just came in the room, so yes, I'm chewing my gum again. But yes, I want to be a voice for you, for my kid, for your kid, for whoever was ever hurt by any of their family members, friends, uncles, cousins. It doesn't matter. I want to be a voice for you, and I want y'all to trauma dump. Please trauma dump, because I want to have a show like Ayana Fix My Life or Steve Wilkos or any of those shows. I want to one day soon open up one of them. You want to know why? Because this is helping me and I want to help y'all. So then speak out. Tell on the motherfuckers. Talk about the motherfucker who hurt you. I promise you it helps. And I'm healing. I'm going to continue to heal. This will now be my therapy. Because talking to somebody that doesn't know me, even though I'm talking to y'all and y'all don't know me, is giving support. You know what I'm saying? I'm not good with building relationships with different types of people. So going to this therapist and going to that therapist, and it never works out. So I'm going to use this as my outlet as therapy. Y'all do the same. So stick around, because there's more than just this pretty face.